thing is so bad. So bad. It's gotta be the worst tool I've ever seen. This is Paint Live TV. I'm Chris the Idaho Painter. In this video, I'm gonna talk about a product you don't wanna buy. I went out and bought a product for $35 and it's an absolute joke. So I do a lot of reviews of products and say a lot of good things. This is an announcement and a warning to you not to buy this product. They're using my face, using a video of me to promote the product, which I've never promoted this product. I've never said it's a good product, and it's an absolute piece of junk. So if you want to see what this thing is and something you don't want to buy as a painting tool, stay tuned for this video. All right, here we go. So I've got a tool right here, and I purchased this one myself. I spent, all the receipt. Here's the receipt right here. I got it from Wisely.com. So it's Wisely, and I paid $34.95 for this tool, and you're gonna see what an amazing ripoff this tool was. And one of the reasons why I bought this tool is I did a review of this tool quite a few years ago, and it was something I gave a negative review for. I said it was something you should never buy, and but you know what? Things change. Maybe they improved the tool, and one thing that was kind of interesting is how I knew this tool was still being sold was people were notifying on my social media accounts that, hey, did you realize that you're in this video? You're masking, you're using your face to promote this product, and they were asking me, is this something that you promote and endorse? And it absolutely is not. I eventually contacted Instagram, got them to pull it down because of copyright violations. But before I got them to pull it down, I went out and purchased one, and it came packaged like this. Absolutely incredible, just in a bag wrapped in tape, no identification who it came from or anything. So when I opened it, I didn't even realize what it was, but it came from 14836 Guy R. Brewer Boulevard, number A, Jamaica, New York. So there it is. There's the package, and this is how it came packaged. I still haven't even unwrapped it, so I'm gonna unwrap it. We're gonna see if there's any changes to this thing. And it used quite a bit of bubble wrap to protect it. So here it is. And so this device, this is a paint edging device. So one of the things they advertise is never mask again, because this paint edger is going to give you perfectly straight lines when edging. And so I'm gonna pull it out, and it comes, there's a little tool inside here. There's an extra little edging brush in here. Let's set that aside. So they call it, the device is called a Paint Pro Clean Cut Paint Edger. I got it for the Halloween promotion. I even got 50% off. So if it was 50% more, this device would have been, you know, $60, $70 somewhere in that range for this thing. And here it is. Just by handling this thing, you'll see this is something, the plastic on this thing is absolutely incredibly cheap. And here's the roller. This is what the roller looks like. Here's the paint edger, and kind of interesting. So what happens is you roll with this device, you're gonna load it up in a paint tray, load it up, and then as you edge, this little paintbrush right here is going to do your cut in for you. So quite interesting. It's got, it comes off, the paint roller comes off, just like that. You can see how, I don't know if you can see how incredibly cheap this device is, but this is an incredibly cheap device. Let me see if I can even put it back together here without breaking it. So we'll fiddle around with it here for a second. Okay, it doesn't, there. Is it gonna go back together? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I got it back together. Maybe not. I guess you have to have a degree to work this thing. Maybe it's supposed to go this other way. So there we go. Now it goes on there just like that. But you can see it's got a push button right here. Release, I'm not sure, maybe you could use it on an extension pole. Well, you can't use it on an extension pole because there's no threads. So it won't, it can only be used by hand. this device is going to flip over, and this is going to be your edger right here. So that's going to, I'm not sure what it's going to do, but how does it lock in place? So I gotta say one thing is it didn't come with any instructions. So a lot of times I'll review something and people will say, yo, you didn't use it by following the instructions. And so here's a little wheel. So it's got little wheels on it right here that will guide you along your surface. And it's got little brushes. Eventually these brushes will wear out, and where do you get new ones? Because the place doesn't exist anymore. I'll tell you, I went to the website after purchasing it and you can't get it anymore. This is kind of like a special roller. Let me see if the core, so that doesn't come out, so you wouldn't be able to use the roller anymore. And I'll show you, let me pull some lint out right here. So I don't know if you can see that. So the roller itself is extremely cheap, so that's going to leave lint all over your wall if you don't delint it. But here's the problem. So I use this thing. What was interesting is as soon as I use it on a perfect scenario, so they put it in a perfect scenario, like on a perfectly 90-degree wall. You're going to see them in these videos, and they make like a wall with I think a door jamb or a window, and they put a perfect 90-degree corner, no texture or anything, and this thing is going to ride up against that, and it's actually going to paint a line and paint a straight line, but that's short-lived. Eventually, when you run into any type of textures, any type of bumps, any type of humps, anything that's not a perfect 90-degree corner, everything begins to fall apart. Eventually, how do you load this thing up and not get paint on your wheels? And how do you not get paint on these edges and stuff? Eventually, paint starts to build up on this thing, and it becomes a big mess and a worthless tool. And I gotta say, the plastic on this thing is plastic, and I'm not a plastic expert, but this is something you would even find like on toys in a toy store, like Toys R Us. You would find this in a dollar store. This is an item you would typically find in a dollar store for $1, dollar store, $1. So this was $34.95 for this device, and I gotta say, this is an absolute piece of junk, and you should not buy this tool. Do not invest in this money. It's not going to make you cut lines better. It's not going to make it so you don't have to use tape, and tape actually is very effective. I got videos how to tape and get straight lines, and that will give you a straight line on a bumpy surface, on an uneven surface, on a surface that's not 90 degrees. So once again, I'm just warning you, this is popping up. These websites are popping up all over the place. You're seeing them advertised on my social media, on my accounts. You're seeing them advertised on my YouTube accounts, my Instagram accounts, Facebook. You're seeing them all over the place. And they're popping up, selling bazillions of them. I think the one, I went and looked at it, the one video had 600,000 views of the one video selling this product. So I'll show you, there's these little brushes too. Let me pop this out. There's a little brush that pops out. So this is what actually kind of cuts in along the edge to do the cut in for you, because the roller rolls along the edge and this is going to cut in along the edge. So where are you going to get these replacements when that wears out also? And when that gets caked with paint, you can't even, get it out anymore. So it's got some garbage metal on here that's, this thing like kind of moves up and down, I guess, so it glides along your edge. I don't know. It's just an absolute joke. Don't buy this thing, whatever you do. So there you go. This is the Paint Pro Edger from Wisely, or whatever website pops up and tries to sell you this gimmick. This is probably one of the top 5 worst tools I've ever seen in the painting industry. That's scamming people all over the place. I'm gonna save you $35. Go out and get yourself a really good cut-in brush, like a Montauk Premier, Premier Pro? Is it Premier Pro Montauk? A Montauk by Premier, or the Brook, because the Brook is our version of it. All right, I'm gonna save you a little money. Just go out and invest in a good paintbrush for doing interior painting. That will give you more success than any gimmick like this ever will. Get yourself like a Premier Montauk 3-inch angle sash brush, or even the Brook, which is our own paintbrush made by Premier, and it's absolutely an amazing interior paintbrush for doing cut-ins. And something like that is gonna give you success and make you a happy painter. This won't. You know, you could see from when I just tried to cut in with it up there in my house, it absolutely made a mess. And that's exactly what it did last time I reviewed it. If you want more tips, tricks, or reviews of products, just leave it down in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel so we can save you from not buying any more of these products. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I come out with a public service warning of tools not to buy. That will save you lots of money. And like we always say, we'll see you next time right here on Paint Life TV. Out.